It's so hot in here. God damn it. I am gonna have a popsicle, I think. I like these low-fat cheeses. They're good low carbs.
Warp drive active.
Damn plastic. Ugh. Yeah, they do not want you to open this. Wow. I'm gonna go get a knife. Jesus Christ. Okay, there we go. Back to Jita.
Autopilot engaged. Autopilot jumping.
What's good up? I can play some Nightingale now. Popsicle was good. It's so hot in here.
Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active. Approaching Stargate. Autopilot jumping. Warping to station. Warp drive active.
Oh boy, that popsicle hit the spot though. Popsicle hit the spot though. Lips are a bit frozen. That was good.
Approaching station.
Okay, I'm gonna flag up for a Sunday afternoon party on my Black Mage.
Docking permission requested. Docking permission.
See if I can catch something this afternoon while I play some Nightingale.
Docking request.
I made 200 million there in home front raids. It was a good run. And now I'll change the title back, and to those people watching EvE, I'm going to change the focus back to Nightingale. And so EvE, I'm no longer doing home front, the op ended. I'm just going to sit in EvE because that's where I want the viewership, frankly. I think they're the only people who are likely to understand me. Yeah, there we go. And then you seem to be stopped again. You're stopped again. Is that really the case? I reset you. Why are you stopped again? That seems insane. What the fuck? Oh, good. We're almost, like, getting through that. 4 is done. 5's halfway through. What? No, no, stop. Go. Stop, stop. No. Done. Go. Reload. Well, I want you to change this title. Nope. Wait, you didn't do that right.
Popular feature since its release. While in its initial iteration things were kind of rough, with the 2.0 version things became much more impressive. However, because it's one of NVIDIA's black box pieces of tech, it only runs on the latest 3 generations of their cards, cutting out some of the more popular cards such as their own Pascal and Maxwell lineups, and even cards from their competitors. With Intel's introduction to the discrete graphics card market, they brought with them their new competitor to DLSS, ZSS, and this runs on almost every other somewhat modern card on the market.
Oh, really? So CSS is technically the best one? I'm going to try that then. I didn't know. Let's see how CSS does. I have never had a game that offered it. Now I'm in DLAA, and I've got 42 frames. Let's see how Intel Zest does. And we want ultra quality. $50 frames. Well, a little bit better, like 10 frames. Something Zest seems to be doing best. CSS. Rain looks good. Graphics look good. 50 frames. Frame rate drops as it like renders, but that's alright. I'm gonna restart it.
Nightingale is due to release on
GG
Thursday,
Dies, thank you. I'd like to
February
sub to your channel.
24, and
Thank you for
looks
this
to be
content from a stream.
fantastic. Using the latest Unreal graphics engine and procedural generation, the gameplay is immersive and realistic. I've been involved in some of the playtests throughout this year, and for those of you that are lucky enough to get a peek into the game via the stress test or early access, I hope you'll get the same visual experience. In this video, I'll highlight some useful information on the performance benchmark estimations for the game, so you can know what to expect and give you some helpful tips to help you maximise your PC's performance when playing Nightingale. Please hit that like and make sure you're subscribed to this new channel GD Dies, as it will be dedicated to survival and crafting style games, although you can still find up-to-date weekly content on my other channel for Fallout. The following shows the benchmark estimations for the game from January the 31st, 2024. Please note that the frame generation is a new feature within Nightingale and currently still experimental. Is a new feature within Nightingale and currently still experimental. With all modern games, it's always beneficial to try and install the game to an SSD where possible. Solid state drive with Nightingale has the complete regen. Driver updates are served, reduce the loading, close any non-essential programs or for these. Did upscaling. So try switching from DLSS quality to DLSS balanced or TSR balanced to TSR performance. You should also turn frame generation on in your graphics card settings if your card supports this. Both NVIDIA and AMD should have options available, and this can help to increase your frame rate by up to 80%. Depending on your setup, you may wish to reduce the display resolution down to 1440p or 1080p, as if you're pushing your hardware already, you'll be reducing the load on your GPU, and therefore getting a better FPS at 1080p and at a higher resolution, even if the visual fidelity may be decreased, but this is really a personal preference. Lumen is an amazing technology, but it can be a resource heavy on your GPU, so if you're still having issues with FPS, then try dropping your settings for global illumination to balanced or performance mode. You may also want to reduce the shadow quality setting, or even just lower the entire quality preset down a notch, as this may well fix many performance issues and still enable you to have a great experience with the game. I'll be releasing a series of videos and guides for Nightingale before the scheduled release of the game on the 22nd of February,
RTX 1060 from 4 months ago. Interesting. We'll try this, see if this works. Oh, I can't wait for the sun to set and the fucking heat to go away. It might not really go away. It's fucking annoying. I miss my air conditioner. My TV's too big for my air conditioner. It's stupid. No, I'm too greedy. They're less greedy, but still sort of greedy. No, I mean, now if I were to run this game, what I will do is I will run ultra performance mode with ZSS ultra quality. There's the frames. But I want to re-render. Yep, there's the frames back. There's the playable frames back with all these clients open. Yeah. And as it is, I still have render and hitching and stuff. So we will give it one last reload. These are the settings. I'm not going to change them. I just want to get really in line with what I want. You can't bump anything without losing too many frames on this card, so I'm just, trying to find the sweet spot. It's almost like the G spot. You have to figure out where it is, and you got to kind of finger it a bit. Figure out where it is, and... yeah.
Before we get into this video, I'd like to say not to forget to leave a comment if there's something you think I missed in this video. I can't cover every aspect of ZSS in a single video, but I felt like it was most appropriate to discuss what ZSS does, briefly dive into how it works, and then finally do a visual comparison. I'm not a machine learning engineer, so I can't go into tons of specifics about how the software works and the architecture of it, but I can more so explain how the hardware achieves what the software engineers are writing. Without any further ado, let's dive into Intel's Z supersampling, and see what kind of performance gains it enables. For those of you unfamiliar with upscaling technologies, let's dive into what supersampling accomplishes. In the traditional, most simple sense, supersampling is a method of taking multiple samples of pixels from a larger image and averaging them together into a smaller image. Usually you'd see this done with scaling a 4K image down to 1080p, and when done properly it can improve the sharpness of an image and provide an anti-aliasing effect. In fact, supersampling is used in many different anti-aliasing algorithms. But if you've ever run a supersampling algorithm, you know that it's incredibly computationally intensive. What ZSS does is fill in these supersamples with data generated by a machine learning algorithm, instead of taking them natively from the game environment. This allows the hardware to render at a lower internal resolution and fill in additional details to give a native presentation. This approach is more similar to NVIDIA's with DLSS, but is different from AMD's implementation of FSR. Comparing and contrasting Intel's and AMD's technologies, we see that AMD's algorithm is a simple yet effective spatial upscaler, which is simply an additional shader running on top of the game. FSR is much easier to implement as it doesn't need as much information from the game engine to work its magic, whereas Intel and NVIDIA's tech require motion vectors, asset detail information, and other mathematical data in order to provide its upscale, though it is admittedly better looking. Okay, so if DLSS already exists and has some widespread adoption, why does Intel's ZSS matter? Well, unfortunately NVIDIA locks their DLSS implementation to run on their proprietary tensor cores, meaning you'll need one of their GPUs from the last 3 generations to take advantage of this software tech, automatically making any other card prior to Turing unable to run it. This brings the need to bring to market a solution that runs on standard instructions available on most GPUs, and not requiring a specialized core. The kind of calculations you'd need to do to implement these AI algorithms is utilize matrix multiplication and convolutions, which, while I can't speak as to the technicalities on how they work, I am aware that you need to develop special libraries that utilize certain instructions to enable performant implementations. What you need to do these kinds of calculations are vector dot product and adds, which can be accelerated through the use of DPA instructions introduced on NVIDIA's Pascal cards, as well as AMD's RDNA 1, 2, and presumably 3. On Intel's cards, they utilize the XMX cores, which are roughly analogous to NVIDIA's tensor cores. But if the XMX cores aren't available, ZSS falls back to a DP4A implementation, enabling it to run on cards other than Intel's offerings. I would suspect this is so the technology can run on older cards, as Intel isn't exactly a powerhouse when it comes to the discrete GPU market yet, and they want to give ZSS the widest possible hardware options to help adoption. This makes sense and ultimately benefits the consumer, and it also gives me something else interesting to test. ZSS comes with 4 different setting modes, with each of them rendering the game internally at progressively lower resolutions. Ultra Quality provides the highest quality upscale, but also renders the game at the highest resolution of all the options, meaning you lose a lot of the performance. Keep in mind though that the more pixels you feed into the algorithm, the more accurately it can synthesize data, meaning as we lower the internal resolution, the quality of the upscale will decrease as well. On the performance setting, if I recall correctly, the internal render resolution is set to be half on each axis, meaning that we render a 1080p image if our resolution is set to 4K, and the ZSS algorithm upscales the image. Let's take a look at some footage comparing the different settings in a somewhat new release that supports the tech, Modern Warfare 2, as well as get an idea as to how it helps performance. Just comparing right off the bat, ZSS when set to ultra quality mode looks comparable, if not better in some cases, than native rendering. Looking here comparing ZSS ultra quality and native, you can see that in some ways, specifically when it comes to detail at a distance, ZSS is more clear and defined, and seems to handle transparencies on the same level of DLSS. Turn the internal resolution down to quality, and now we see some slight shimmering on distant objects, but it's not all that bad or noticeable unless you're looking for it. Up close the detail is still retained well, and edges still look sharp enough to pass for native 4K when in motion. Lowering the resolution further down to balanced, we see details breaking up in the distance, and up-close transparencies are still handled pretty well. And there aren't any artifacts that you would expect to be there that are present in other AI upscaling algorithms. Moving into the performance mode, and details at a distance are obviously breaking up, and the transparencies up close aren't as sharply defined. If I had to choose between playing at 1080p on a 4K monitor or ZSS performance mode, I would choose ZSS performance mode because it looks better than raw 1080p upscaled by the monitor. If I really wanted to cherry pick though, looking at the edge of the player's hands and weapon, they look kind of smudgy and the definition for them changes from frame to frame when zoomed in. It's not like you'll be staring at your monitor with the 7x zoom, but it shows the technology it works, and this just proves that it's doing what we want it to. The changing definition is the algorithm interpolating from the pixels given, and it gives it this Quake 2 vertex wobbling kind of look. Once again, I want to stress that you won't notice this unless you zoom in to a high degree, but overall it usually manifests in softer details. In gameplay, it's probably not likely that you'll have the time to sit there and compare the graphics, but going to performance mode, I was definitely able to tell that it was not native resolution, as the image wasn't as sharp as the balanced or quality modes. Like previously mentioned, it's still superior to native 1080p, so it might be worth looking into if you're running a weaker graphics card on a higher resolution monitor. Speaking of, how does ZSS affect performance, and what can you expect from a non-Intel GPU? Starting off, I got these numbers from the base Modern Warfare 2 Invasion game mode, as it shows off systems present from the Warzone mode, as well as a high number of players and AI. I played at the high settings and ran my 3070 Ti paired with my 11700K. It's not the fastest CPU, but for what we're looking at, the CPU won't really be as important once we get to 1440p and beyond. Starting off at 1080p, and we're obviously bottlenecked because the resolution is too low. If you're playing at 1080p, it's probably best to just run at native resolution, because if you don't, you may run into these CPU bottlenecks. This really affects the quality of your frame rate, because while a GPU bottleneck usually manifests itself in overall depressed frame rates, a CPU bottleneck manifests in inconsistent and erratic frame times. This can be seen in the 1% lows, because while they improved a little in the quality mode, they didn't improve much on the balanced and performance mode. ZSS actually also made our average frame rates worse as we turned the internal resolution down, until we got to performance, where we saw identical performance to native. This is once again due to a CPU bottleneck, so if you're rocking MW2 at 1080p, it might not be worth turning it on, as it will only reveal a CPU bottleneck. At 1440p, the scaling observed aligned much more closely with the expectations set forth by the technology, and this is probably due to us not exposing a CPU bottleneck as directly. The averages scaled quite nicely as we lowered the internal resolution, as did the 1% low, however with a lower percentage. I also suspect that we still ran into some sort of bottleneck on the performance setting, as the 1% low actually decreased. If you're able to run this game comfortably at 1440p native, then turning on ZSS on the ultra quality mode might not be that bad of an idea, as you'll get superior image quality. For 1440p, this tech really starts to shine, as with 1080p there just seems to not be enough information available to make a proper sharp upscale. For all the settings at 1440p, the image upscale quality was noticeably improved over 1080p upscales, which comes naturally with increasing the internal render resolution, but also seems to work better just with more information available. 1440p might be worth using ZSS with, though keep in mind that the performance gains do seem to taper off once you lower the render resolution to the performance mode. 4K saw the most drastic performance improvements, with all the settings providing a nice bump to the average frame rates. 1% lows also scaled with the averages, however not as drastically, leading me to believe that ZSS helps most with the performance on average, but doesn't really improve the 1% lows as much, at least on non-Intel hardware. The average though went from a roughly stable 60 FPS experience to hanging out around the upper 80s and low 90s. Keep in mind though that there were still some frame drops, and like I said in my review of the 3070 Ti, I suspect the particle effects are what are causing these frame drops. because during gameplay I didn't really notice any drastic or sudden drops in performance while alive. ZSS works exceptionally well for scaling up to 4K, and even at the performance mode, things looked more sharp than rendering at the lower resolution and upscaling based on a cubic or nearest neighbor algorithm. It shows that this tech is meant more for upscaling at higher resolutions, such as 4K, rather than upscaling to 1080p.
Oh, I'm inside the land.
Like NVIDIA's DLSS, this algorithm quality scales well as you increase your input resolution. Though I do wonder how the performance
Wait, there's the
will change
performance
on
I want.
Intel's
to
cards.
roll.
Like I discussed previously in this video, if you're rocking an Intel discrete GPU, ZSS will make use of the XMX cores on die, which are 1024-bit matrix units used to apply functions over 2D matrices, rather than 1D vectors like on a traditional GPU shader core. This should help to improve performance on Intel cards, but for those of us who don't use Intel, we have to use the DP4A implementation, which while still functional and graphically sharp,
DP4A.
means we lose some performance as opposed to Intel's native XMX utilizing
No, I
function.
lost frames.
I also would like to note once again that ZSS didn't really help out at the 1% lows as much as it did with the average, meaning that stuttering wasn't eliminated or helped all that much by using it. This is probably because I'm not running the game on Intel hardware, but for the majority of end users, they don't run Intel dedicated GPUs, so this performance is what they'll see. I think overall though that ZSS is an awesome technology that rivals NVIDIA's DLSS. Intel being the size that it is, has the software engineering talent and grunt to be able to implement AI image upscaling algorithms properly and performantly. And this first version of ZSS proves that they're on the right track. When comparing to DLSS 2, ZSS looks slightly worse, but when comparing to DLSS 1, it looks significantly better. Most of the issues I complain about are only noticeable when you're pixel peeping, which in reality won't be happening most of the time.
Wow, the block
If I had
makes
to
you
sum up my thoughts
invincible.
on ZSS, it's that it
Look, this
provides
game
a
isn't hard.
high-quality image upscale similar to DLSS, while delivering performance improvements less than those found with DLSS. Running on an Intel card would definitely help performance, but if you're running a Pascal or newer NVIDIA GPU or an RDNA 1 or newer AMD GPU, then you get access to a DLSS-like feature without having to pay a premium to use said feature. If you're on a 1070 or 1080 and you're struggling to push the frames you want your system to push, then ZSS might be a viable option, and it can help extend the life of your system for a few more months as you wait for prices to continue to drop. On my Titan X Pascal, I use this feature to push 1440p, and speaking from experience as well as the data presented, it works pretty well, and I can't wait to see where they take the technology next. So thank you for watching.
Yeah,
And
it
if
was
you
good.
enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and click the bell icon so you'll be notified about all our future uploads. Let me know what your impressions of Intel ZSS are, and if you plan on running it in games that support it. For me, since I have an NVIDIA Ampere card, DLSS works better and is faster, so it's probably what I'll be using most of the time, but ZSS is definitely something that I like to run on my Titan X Pascal. That's all I really have to say, and thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.
Shut up, you.
It's not the process that makes it a Merlot or a Pinot Noir or Cabernet or whatever. It is actually the type of grape that they use, and those grapes aren't.
And now, Merlot at home.
So we get this request an awful lot in the comments, in our VIP, pretty much
Thank you,
everywhere.
City
And
Steading
they
Brews, for
want
the
us
excellent
to
content
make
from a stream. I'd like to sub to your channel.
barrel-style wine, and we always say, well, it's not the process that makes it a Merlot or a Pinot Noir or Cabernet or whatever. It is actually the type of grape that they use, and those grapes aren't readily available to your average homebody like us.
They don't grow here in Florida.
So we do know that you can get concentrates, and our default saying was, well, it's always a larger amount. And recently, our VIP Drew, thank you Drew, pointed out that, hey, on Amazon, you can get enough for simply 1 gallon. So, bacha!
So it's a quart of red grape concentrate, Merlot. And we'll have links to this in our description. But you mix this with water to make a gallon, and boom, you have Merlot concentrate. It's not exactly the same as crushing your own grapes. I will give you that. But we have ways of making that work. Let's get started.
So start off, you're going to want to sanitize all your equipment in the red bucket of sanitization. That's right, I skipped to the punch. Didn't even let Brian say anything about it.
Or the sanitizing vessel of your choice. Not everyone has a red one. Some have blue, some have green,
Fine.
someone had pink, people have black.
We don't discriminate.
It is all okay.
It's all good.
Color does not matter here. I think we're gonna need a funnel.
Yeah.
We now have a funnel. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the juice. And I'm going to do what we like to do, and that's mix this up, because, by the way, it was chilled, so it's sweating. So I just got a shower.
But we can see that there is a bunch of goop on the bottom. That goop we want in here.
We're assuming, but
Looks like goop.
it's not coming out, so I don't know. We'll see. It is sealed for your protection. Tastes like jelly. Oh my god, it really does.
Well, it's
really good.
concentrated grape juice.
Yeah.
So.
That's why I didn't have you try it.
There's the settings I want.
Oh, a stick.
FSR was
They
what I
were
was
kidding
looking
when
for.
they said concentrate. Now this is made, sorry you can't see my face, although for some of you that might be a good thing. This is made to make 1 gallon, okay? It is meant to be 3 parts water, 1 part concentrate. But I do want to get all that concentrate out because she had a point. There is quite a bit in the bottom of this. And, you know, we had a hurricane come through, so everybody buys bottled water during a hurricane, right? We did too, and now we don't need it. And there's a case of it sitting on the floor over there, and Tigger, one of our cats, likes to chew on plastic, so she's been chewing on it. So it's driving me crazy. So we're just going to use up some of this
Oh
bottled
no,
water.
Tigger.
She hasn't been chewing on the bottle. She's been chewing on the plastic,
Yeah, the plastic of the
the coating
I don't care.
bag.
packaging.
Yeah, the packaging. Thank you. Words, stuff.
And I'm just going to, you know, pour some water in there. Shake the bejesus out. There's a lot of bejesus stuck in
There's
the bottom.
a lot of bejesus.
That's why it wasn't coming clean before.
Yeah, because it was too concentrated.
Yeah, well, it's settled. So, you should never settle. Always go after what you want. This is going to be a foamy mess because of that.
Yes. So speaking of foamy messes, yes, this is going to go on a tray and not in the fermentation station,
Learn from our mistakes.
so we can observe its chaos before we tuck it away in a cabinet and go, why is there a mess everywhere? Ah,
I don't think I'm going to get all this.
I don't think you are either, but it doesn't
But I
hurt
want to get as much as I
try.
can
Yeah.
because that's a lot of the sugar's there, probably.
Yeah.
Rascal found the bottle I just threw.
Yeah, when he did that, I'm like,
Hear that?
okay, I'll be back. You guys, it's just a bottle.
It's getting there. There was a lot in there because that was just water and it's
Yeah.
very dark now. So it was good to not waste it. A little elbow grease, you know. There's a lot of bejesus in there. Almost gone. I'm trying to do it swirly so that it just causes turbulence instead of shaking it. That way I don't get as much foam because I don't want the foam. Foam has caused us some serious problems around here. People have said they want to see more of our cats on the show.
If you'd like to see more cats, well, you don't have to watch them on this show, but you can go to Kitty Steading. It's a new YouTube channel that I have taken over that specializes in our cats.
Fabled
Wasn't
meat.
really where I was going with that, but yes, you can totally do that. What I was going for is, I don't think they meant watching our 2 cats fight over my foot on the floor. Plus, it's probably not the most sanitary thing to have our cats climbing on the table. Our cats are not allowed on the table, by the way. Just so
I
you
don't
know.
believe you.
Doesn't stop them.
No, but
But they're not
See.
allowed.
it's foreboding.
All right, I'm gonna say I got out as much as I can
I
get out
think
of
you
that.
did an excellent job. Look
All
at
right.
that. That's the thing of beauty.
Now we need more water.
I thought she had a
Now
beer,
at this
but they're
stage,
like
we don't
feathers.
mind sloshing and pouring because we want to oxygenate the brew, so that way there's plenty of oxygen within suspension. So that way when we add the yeast, they have that oxygenated environment to be fruitful and multiply.
All right, at this
It
point, I
might
would
be
like to
the
mix this up.
video.
Need
Is it the
solid
video?
bun.
I need the thumb saver bun. Okay, so thumb saver bun is just a solid stopper. And I just do that so that, you know, you can just keep your thumb on it and give this a shake. See, there's a lot of stuff in the bottom. That's why I wanted to do this. Thing isn't really sanitizer. All right, now, I'd like to go on record as saying something of simplest, or looked it up. This is not pre-tanned,
Okay.
but it does have a lot of pectins as well. So they do recommend some of the stuff that we're going to be doing. So what I have here is fermento, just about 2 grams in some water. And to make my life easy, instead of trying to pour it in there, I'm going to put everything right in here. This is pectic enzyme. Now, this is optional, okay? Pectic enzyme is going to help break down some of the pectins that are in the juice itself and help it to clear down the road. And I need half a teaspoon per 1 US gallon, which is what I have here. I'm going to pour that right into the water for the nutrients. In addition to that, I'm also going to be using some powdered wine tannin. Now, if you don't want to use powdered wine tannin, you can always use just a cup of strong black tea, no problem. We actually did a video on that where we showed the differences, and they were pretty minor, really, in the grand scheme of things. This is just easier.
So if you're going to use tea, you want to stick to just black tea and not a flavor tea, because we're only using this for its tannic aspect, not a flavorant, okay?
Right.
So that's very important. Because we're trying to replicate a Merlot, a flavored tea is going to just
Alter that.
and it won't really be a Merlot style beverage anymore.
It might be perfectly fine, but it won't be what we're going for.
Right.
It says to use 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon. Now, I think Merlot, what I remember of Merlots, I haven't had a store-bought one in a while. They're very tannic. They have a nice strong...
I haven't had a
So I'm
store-bought
gonna
one
use
in a
the
while.
half herring on the side of larger. And yeah, you saw that. I almost knocked it over. And I'm just going to mix this up. Wow.
I want to be able to say that. I haven't had a store-bought one in a while.
Yep, it's mud. That is exactly what we made.
Do you need the funnel again?
I'm going to need the funnel again. It's sitting right there. It's
Oh.
right in front of the bottle.
Hiding.
They can see it.
I couldn't.
And part of the reason why I don't have all the water in yet is because I know this is going to stick all over that funnel when I try to pour it in there. So, but it's sticking to the whisk of unusually small size, also known as the whisk. I mean, come on, how can you not love a thing like that? It's just awesome. So I'm just going to pour this right in. Whoops. See,
The
we got some-
frames,
Chill
like,
evens.
they're not so good.
I'm going to add a little bit more water. Now, this is something that I want to talk about, is that a lot of these things are sort of optional. I mean, you could just take the concentrate, add water, add yeast, and probably make a pretty serviceable product. Notice I said serviceable. I didn't say it would be great. It may be, but I don't think so. There is the trifecta of flavors and balance, which is acids, tannins, and sweetness, that all add up to a better product in the end. So that's why we're trying to adjust those things. The acids are present already in the fruit juice, so that's fine. The sweetness is also already in the fruit juice. So we just had to adjust the tannic level, and I guessed, I'll be honest, I totally guessed, went on the high side. I don't think it's gonna make a tremendous amount of difference, and you can always add more if you really want to, but I don't know that we need more in this case. We tend to like tannic wines though. We like that rich mouthfeel.
Yeah.
Okay, so at this point now, add more water. One of them was EC11.
Look at how that tore so lovely without the use of an implement such as scissors.
Hey, Red Star, did you see that? I love your yeast. Hate your packages. Okay, and I'm using the whole packet. Why? Because why not? So I'm gonna pour it right in, touch the sides. It'll also get rid of some of the foam rather quickly. And what am I gonna do?
Whack your packets!
Back your package.
We make a joke on that, but it's really true. There's a lot of yeast coming out of here. It just gets stuck inside and all, so yeast in.
Now, because we have this foam layer, our yeast are just kind of hanging out on top of the foam. That is not where we want the yeast. We want the yeast inside the brew. So we're going to pour more water in there, hoping that it's going to help those yeasts get down in there so they can get to work.
We also need more water because we're not there yet.
Yeah.
This last one to be... So we're going to go with that for now, and let's take a reading on this. Now, when I say a reading, I mean a gravity reading, specific gravity, specifically. And what that does is it gives us, A, an idea where we're starting at, and B, it tells me if I'm going to overpower my yeast, since I didn't actually check
Did you
on it.
adjust the top? 'Cause-
I did.
Okay, beautiful.
Got to be careful of the bulbs on the master basters, because if they go crooked, it doesn't suck properly, and it just sucks. It does have the Merlot color. Not surprising, because it's Merlot grapes,
Now, our VIP Drew, who recommended this, he's already brewed his, and he is head over heels in love with it. So we're hopeful that we will have a similar experience.
It's a little on the high side.
Do we need more water?
Yeah, it's 1.154. No, thank you. I have to risk the foam. We have to, because 1.154, that's a little high. I really don't like to start with gravities that high. Granted, we have nutrients in there. It's a good concentrate that we used. You know, we have a good grape juice.
I'm sorry, I have to pause the video here. Okay, so I have unpaused this video after losing a lot of time. Well, not that much time, actually, but... So I am back, and I've decided that because Nightingale cannot maintain a solid frame rate, I gave it its solid try, and I don't think it's optimized for what I'm looking for. And that's fair. I'm looking for clients that'll run all at once. And I realize now that they might have to be like 10 years old. And that Rust might sort of default to my game just because Rust is playable, you know? That's kind of annoying. But, I mean, that's where I'm at. So, maybe I'll go try Rust Hardcore Zombies. I'm going to move this off my drive. Take it to, not to D, but F, please. Yeah, move it to F. Nightingale was good, and I don't mind it, but it's... You know, and I want to keep it because I think in a couple of years it might be more interesting than it even is. And with a fancy video card, I might return to it here in a couple of months, like Mortal. There's a couple of these games that I'm not playing right now because they just don't play well with others. But I mean, I have 4.7 gigahertz and 64 gigabytes of RAM. I don't really know why this would be so slow. It's just weird. And like multi-boxing old games is more my style, I think. And I don't know what game will run well with others. I need something that's action-based, that isn't so turn-based like Final Fantasy and EvE. Sometimes EvE feels like action-based, but this isn't it. And I need something that I can grind forever that's OBS-friendly. And that's not Rust. Rust is not OBS-friendly. One of the things I liked about this game that I really gave it its college try is that it was playing well. You know, it was playing well. And now it's not. Something about the... I don't know what it is, but like I can't get it to give solid frame rate or graphics or anything. And I don't know. So, I don't know. I don't know what that kind of condemns me to. I don't want to live on WoW. None of the other games are good enough. I think it is kind of Rust. I always kind of end up like trying to find some other game that's like a single player Rust. And this game is good, like a single player Rust. It is. Scum's good. Scum could be fun. None of these games are as good as Rust. It's fucking annoying. I'm just gonna go play Rust. I don't care. Rust, EvE, and FFXI were what I originally wanted on my stream. I say that at least once a week when I return to it. It's so annoying. Rust, EvE, and FFXI were the original games that I wanted to play on my stream all at once, preferably. You know? I didn't think about it that way back then, but I do now, all at once, preferably. You know? And so, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna go change my title. Oh, I got a message. Did I know my channel got power-ups? On-screen celebration. Cool. I don't want the Rickroll. Nightingale first time play. Was a good visit, and I think I'm okay with keeping the game. I'm glad that I own it. But I don't think it's ready for my execution. So we will go to Rust Hardcore Zombies. There we are. The only reason I didn't play Rust yesterday was the server was down. I was like, well, maybe I'll buy a game and, you know, go do that. Okay. are in the wrong screen for some reason. VSync is off. Controls and graphics are in ultra for some reason. Why do you change the graphics all the fucking time? You're so goddamn dumb. This game should not be this intense. It should be dropped down to that. Water reflections are not needed, but water quality should be 1. Water reflections aren't needed. Shader levels good. The parallax is not needed. Render scale could be like based down to like 0.9. And I think medium is the one that I can stand. So yes, and then image effects off, on, vignetting, experimental, partial, and occlusion culling. Okay, we're good there. Oh, good, okay. Hey, there's a lot of people on the server right now. That's good. That's a good thing. It's Sunday night. Interesting. Level 10, 20 mil drop rate. Okay, so... Okay, good things are happening. I'm going back to Rust. I'm going to work with my game capture here and change it. Nope, Rust client's correct. I will just adapt to Rust, I guess. I wish I could get Rust to play with display adapter, but it just fucking won't. It just won't. Rust used to run in Vulkan, but you can't even choose to make it do that anymore. The load times sometimes are so brutal. I learned to stop watching them because they're just insane long. But then once you get in, the game runs. It like runs. Ooh, come on, master. Nope. Nice. Go back to work. What's my income? 284. I'm up. I keep going up. It's hilarious. I'm falling up. I'll take a 1.5 swing at that, yeah. I'll take a 3.4 swing at that, yeah. I'll take a 15 mil swing at that, yeah. No, no, yes. Yes, yes, no. This one looked better than that one. That one looked better than this one. That's not a bad swing at a Tengu. I don't want to spend that much. Executor, I keep pulling these. Omens. I like these little 10 million bets. It's good shit. $71,509. Did he change the server hardcore? I've never seen a spawning that big. That's insane. The map is Atlanta by Gruber. Okay. Well, okay. I don't think I have any holdings on this server, neither do I care. I'm just here for XP. I'll just build a fucking shack. I don't care about bases. I think anybody stuck in that fucking loop is obviously dumb. You know, like, I don't care about bases, dude. I'm just gonna make a shack. This is the shack. This is how we act. This is the shack. This is how we act. Okay, so... make some silver. You can't. Are you out of fire? No, you're not out of fire, but you do need copper going. Copper going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then I'm going to change the titles. Yeah, set aside core zombies to EvE to FFXI. Go, 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 go. You are a higher source than I need. I want you at 160. I want you. Hey, I'm in. You still aren't running, huh? You just still aren't running? Jesus Christ, YouTube. You suck so bad. Yeah, that's good. No, that's not what I want. No, go. Then we come over here and we say, save. And I don't know why, but YouTube just will not play today. I've tried like 7 times. Piece of shit, worthless fucking software developers with their buggy code, spaghetti idiots going live with products that don't work. Come on, man. Try again. Did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get there? Did you get there? Yeah, you got there. Okay, good for you. Okay, yeah, I don't think I have any holdings on this server. And I got robbed pretty bad the first day, but frankly, I just don't care. I gotta say. I mean, I really just give two shits if I have a presence on this server even. Hey, 10 people's good though. Seems like a good time to play. I have 45 frames, but it doesn't chug. See? It doesn't chug. It doesn't ever have problems. Game's playing well. Jump around, get in combat, and it's fine. You know, it's 48 frames, but it's not chugging. You know, it's good latency. Nice, responsive. Oh, sorry, I have the wrong screen on. There we go. Nice, responsive. I gotta find like a road or something. I don't really care. This is kind of a fair lot of stone all in one place. I guess I'll work on that first. Sounds a little off, or sorry, loud. Yeah, drop to 5, I think, 5 and 5. Usually I do 5 and 5, I think. I mean, that's loud, right? Yeah, it's a little loud. It's fine. I like working on the games. I like working on the games. If I drop Rust to windowed, I just have to see it, right? If I drop Rust to windowed, does it change anything? I don't think it does, right? I don't think so. Right? Oh, look at how bad you are. Why can't you make that go away right now? Why are you so bad at this? Wow. Oh, there you go. You got it there. That's okay. So wait, this is windowed and the game's playing perfectly. Normally it doesn't do that. No, this is game capture. I'm sorry. So windowed looks like that. Aw. Well, that's okay. Maybe I can get some good music. Yeah, I want to get some good Rust music. I don't like that song. Actually, wait, this song's okay. Butt cushions really help. Oh, the air conditioner and the television are on at the same time. It seems alright. If I disappear, guys, it's because my power trips, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna turn off all the other stuff. If the air conditioner is still running, I'll turn off all the fans. this room. And maybe, just maybe, I can keep my air conditioner on. I don't know. Turn off the lights and stuff. Okay. So it is not necessary to run this game in windowed. I can just run it in full screen, it's fine. There's an airdrop, maybe. Oh, there is an airdrop, yeah. Let's start off with the airdrop and just see what it drops. Maybe it drops like a weapon or tools or something. That gives me something to do. That's fine. See, maybe I'll see it. Maybe I'll see someone there. I like working on the hardcore zombies. It's a long grind. It's the kind of grind that feels right. I guess he ended the year early. I guess he's doing it like every 3 months now or something. I don't know, but. Okay, see, this game actually plays well with others. It didn't used to. It didn't used to at all. I don't want to die to wolf. Can't see airdrop. Too thick. Airdrop, airdrop, please. Give me a smoke signal. If it gives me a smoke signal, I'll just throw it. Because if nobody came to this airdrop, they won't come to this airdrop again. Probably. Come on, smoke signal. There's launch site. Launch site? Yeah, launch site. Wait. What is that? That's not launch site. I love how it sounds like somebody's teleporting in Final Fantasy XI just to the right side of me. Oh, God. You have dropped frames and now I can't see my mouse and you're not letting me control. Oh. Go, go. I have horde aggro now, which is very bad. Thought I heard a bear or a horse or something like that. What is that? That's a player? No, that's not a player. That's some kind of new... Oh, look, he added the town back in. I love the town. He put it back in. Oh, I'm going to live by this. This will be awesome. Oh, look, there's a bridge and shit. He did. He changed the server. He changed the server this week, which is something that he can do. Cool. Cool, there's a bridge. Any competition, anybody, anybody? No, nobody. Is it new, or is it old, or is it a mod? What the hell is that? What the hell is that thing? Wow, he changed the server. Worthless. Pretty much only good for the BPs. Let's go see what that thing is. He changed the zombie server. And you know what? That's fine by me. Oh, wow. Yeah, he changed the zombie server, alright. The map's completely different. All of it's completely different. Look, this is a special treat. I almost never see anything different on the zombie server. That's good. What the hell is that thing? Do I ride the bridge to it? I think I do. I don't know if it's gonna let me up there though. Is this fresh water? Yeah, it is. Nice. That's good. Well, this is cool. What do I do? Let's go see what that fucking since I'm naked and I don't have any investment, I'll go see what this thing is. Exploration is cool. You bought the silver and the fucking copper, you asshole. And now I remember why I go to where I go. Take me out of here. Out, out, out. They do this to compete with me. It's so annoying. They know I've cornered the market. I'm just sitting on copper. And they know I'm eating it up. I don't care. And they do it to fuck with me. On many, many worlds that I live on, there's always some dude fucking with me. It's so annoying. But I mean, if you corner the market on copper, they fuck with you. They fuck with you. That's what I did. I cornered the market on copper, and they fucked with me subsequently, you know. Ah, I couldn't make it. Damn it, no. That's almost it, but not quite. Damn it. Please tell me I can get up here. One of the interesting things about the... Oh no, I guess it is actually a pretty good spawn. It's a little... The server's a little laggier now. Look, there's like a dam right there or something like that. Maybe I should just go climb Dome a bunch of times. Cool. The sense of exploration's always been so good in this game. You're like, what? Where? 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 Is it a zip line? It is, and it goes all the way the fuck over there, I think. All it is a zip line. That's interesting. Can you actually ride it? Because if so, I'd like to build right here at the zip line and ride down there all the time. No, getting back would be a nightmare maybe. But you could just build a stair. You could just build a stair right up this thing. Can you actually do this? There should be loot on this. Can you build here? Kind of looks like you can build here. And the only way in is on a zip line. Wow. Well, I could use a lot of fuel and almost like kind of have to go... Oh, look, somebody's already built a huge base here. Oh my god, look at that giant wood base. What, like, I should just burn in there. How much wood do you have in there? I mean, it is the wood meta. He's not wrong. Hell, I don't want to live anywhere near this dude. What else do I see on the horizon? I guess I'll go to Dome. I don't know. I don't even want to really see that guy. I just want to go this way, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna go out there to Kolshushu. I don't think I want an XP party anymore. I'm just gonna go Anon and turn the party off. What is that? Is it a submarine platform? No, it's a tugboat platform. Aren't you teleporting? You teleported all those people. Okay, I'm in snow. Going to Dome to break barrels. I should technically make a tool for that or it's gonna take fucking forever. Like, ever. Living by that zipline is interesting because it goes to a lot of places. I could just build a shack right here. There's a cave over there. Now we do a tree. Oh God. Thought I was supposed to instant pop barrels. I'm supposed to instant pop barrels, damn it. This is gonna cost me time I don't have. God damn it. You're supposed to pop barrels instantly. I put points in. I think I have to respec again. What's up with that? My god, that is a lot of zombies. Oh, it's air elemental weather. You know, I forgot that I could always pop out and check for the air elementals all the time. I could just camp one and wait for it to spawn until the weather ends. I will. I'll sit. Oh no, they sound close to me for some reason, but not done. Ah. Where am I? I will go to an air elemental spawn. And I will sit on it. Damn it, shut up. You suck, you're so loud. Where is an air elemental? Gotta find one. I'm gonna start marking the pops that I find so I can get back there again. I haven't had to reformat in a long time. Something about something Windows has done lately is a lot more better. I haven't had as many Windows complaints at all. Windows is doing something better lately. I'm not sure what, but oh, the weather ended as I got here. Damn it. Yeah, let's take this. Nice. There's 100 fuel. That's good. I don't have much food, and that's not too good. Gotta get out of snow before I freeze to death. Maybe I should spend points next to that that refiner. No, next to the barrel. I think I need to spend points. helps a little bit. I guess the first thing I should do is, if I don't want to die, I do. I have 16 points to spend. The first one that I want is Bandage Expert. The second one that I want is Barrel Smasher. Then we go through Wood. 14 points. Yield. Three available points. I like that one. We're only going to put 1 point in it. This was the mining tree that I did, which is just stupid. I have to put my last point into wood. I fucked up. Respec cost is 480 bucks. And I don't know how much money I have. It's 480 bucks. No. It's alright, I'll get the points and it's all good. Ugh. Hostile time. Snow's worse that direction. Maybe not, actually. Are those snow trees? No. Yeah, they're pines. Yeah. Those are normal trees, I think. Gotta get out of snow before I fucking die. I should just lay down a campfire, or well, I don't know. I don't really have a good solution here. Gonna go to whatever that is. And I'm gonna look for a river. River would be the best thing. Or like a monument, like a gas station that'd work. You keep spawning me with the wrong torch because you completely reset this server. I want the Abyss torch. Here, what is that? Is it a player? It's a player. Why are all these huge bases suddenly here? Oh, somebody lives here. Well, this is quite lucky. Hi. Another airdrop. Oh, he put the trains back. Look, he put the trains back on the map. Oh, cool. The trains are back, it looks like. Look, the trains are back. Yay. I want to live by the train track. Oh, cool. Are the trains different now? He's been messing with it. Oh, I have a lot of fuel. I can ride the train. But I have a white thoroughbred. There's really no reason not to use him. He'll slow down sooner or later, but... Ooh, look, it's a gambling car, I think. Or no, what is that? Oh, it's a monument or something? It's a cave. Nothing in it. Nice, can't complain with a pair of binoculars. That's helpful. I guess since I'm here at the node, I'll just pop it, I guess. We'll follow the cave for a bit. If the cave has a simple enough entrance, I could just throw down a shack down here, maybe. That's sulfur, which... I don't know. I have a food problem, and this is not solving the food problem. I just came in here looking for, Nice, more sulfur. It's really hard to get 100 sulfur even with the points in the mining chart. So this place goes deep and it's got a lot of nodes. I don't really want to fuck with it though. I wonder if I can take the horse in here. It might be a lot faster with the horse. Might stop me. Let's see. Yeah, it stops me. Oh, well, that's okay. We can... Oh, did you wedge? No, you didn't wedge. Okay, okay. Well, interesting. Follow the train track and see where it goes. Now I kind of want to find Outpost. I think all the idiots, like, spent their time trying to build bases so they could, like attack me and troll me. And then he's just reset the server. And that's what you get for fucking tryharding, like, the abuse of somebody. God will always just smack you. I didn't train those fucking tools and I really need to. Oh, wolves. What's that? Oh, it's the other cave entrance, huh? So we know the nodes will probably... Ooh. Nodes will probably be in there. Turn him around so I can get out. Well, this will be where I build because I would prefer to be able to gamble, frankly. Nice. GP, can't complain with that. Free GP is good. Might come farm this. What else you got down here? I just want to make a cursory inspection. I'm starving to death and I've got to deal with it. I can probably recycle and then buy canned food at the outpost if I hurry. I don't want to go any deeper here. Is it stone? No, it's sulfur, but I should have popped the stone, but it's alright. I'm going to die of starvation if I don't deal with it. The horse and I need to eat, and hopefully they sell cans of food at this outpost. Hopefully he did an upgraded outpost finally. With like Airwolf access and stuff. I don't know. Hardcore server's kind of interesting. I'm surprised that he did this map on a hardcore server, but it is cool. I gotta say. Yeah, I'm gonna die of starvation soon if I don't address it. The horse is on the other side, okay. And then let's see what he sells and what he doesn't sell. I don't think he sells food. I don't think he sells food here. He sells bullets here. You can get starter scrap with a human skull. Wow. I want to live near the outpost, yeah, but you're not going to sell me food, are you? There's the admin's base. Hello. That's cool. It's good to see the admin. Hells yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I will... No, I don't have it. I don't believe I have it. I'm going to die of deprivation. Damn it. I don't think there's anything I can do. I can try to stave it off. And run for a monument, which is what I should do. 10 will extend my time a bit. Water might extend my time a bit. Go take a look. Bad meat that'll kill me. Okay. I wish I could see inside his house. It's an awesome house. Oh god, he's right here, home. Yep. Well, follow the road. Gotta find something somewhere. Something somewhere. Maybe, maybe the train will take me to a river quickly and I will reach food before I die, or like a monument or something. I could run the outpost outskirt. Oh, please be food. Yes. Yes. I'm back in business. All right, I'm back in business. Let's go. Now, with maybe with that much food, I can actually heal to full at the campfire. I should gamble this scrap. No, it's maybe I can reach maybe I can reach this is gonna break my fucking tool. Enough metal to make a T1. And that'll help me get started. Down that direction is... Ooh, look, I want to sit closer to that monument. I want to build an outpost, but I want to sit closer to that monument because that's a good place to farm and get guns and such. I have enough time now. I bought enough time, but I do need cloth. It's 3 wolves. I have to be very careful. Oh. Do I see players or zombies? There's zombies. Okay. I want to see if he'll sell me cloth. Because I need cloth. I could buy, yeah, I could buy and recycle a pair of gloves, and I will do so, and that will make it so I can reach a bag. Oh, fucking son of a bitch! You break it, break it. All right. What do? We make a machete. And we pop these all of these stop signs, and then I recycle for the scrap to buy gloves, to recycle for a bag, and then I put down, I chop trees, and I put down a base. And that's hard because I did not put any points in wood. It's gonna take a bit, but with the bag, who cares? Yep, and I'll just make a hammer and move it when I'm ready. But I'll put the bag down right where I'm farming, so. It works, but I shouldn't stand here. I'm just thinking about what my approach is, you know? It's dawn, which is helpful. Ooh, I like that sound. I could buy a revolver for 91 scrap if I can recycle, and that would be really good, actually, but I don't have the ammo. Well, I could recycle for the scrap. I could gamble for the scrap, I guess. But I'll lose. I know I'll lose on this server. I'll lose. God damn it. Maybe it's enough. It might be enough. It might be just enough. We'll see. I want to see what he sells and what he doesn't sell. Is there any machines? No, there's none. There's none. So, what can we do here? We can buy a pair of gloves, which is the fastest way to a bag. It won't be fast. I might need to buy 2 of them. I could buy tools, but they're exorbitantly expensive. 560 scrap for tactical gloves. Never mind, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Well, I'll have to deal with not having a bag. I don't know what to do about that. I'm looking for exploits on the machines and I'm not seeing them. I will leave this place now before I get died by somebody. Die to somebody just coming in here by rote. Hello. I'm looking for the wave button and I don't use it a lot. Wave. Wave. If I could chop the wolf without dying, I would chop the wolf without dying. This could be end so anticlimactically here. I really feel like it could. So I want to take the scrap and I want to buy like a revolver just because I'm here and I can buy a revolver. Or I could buy the axe. The axe would really save me a lot of time. The axe would probably be the best use of this scrap. Oh my god. Kana kitten. Oh, okay. Nice. See? I don't know. Rust has been so toxic lately. Like, I have not gotten any kills or anything. Look at that place. It's kind of funny. It doesn't have any barrels, I don't think. But boy, that's a lot of trees. That is a lot of trees. Man, that... Wow, look, the clouds come down to the bridge. It's like part of the monument design. Nice. Oh, maybe I can ride a train out of here if I can get fuel on the pylon. Is there another pylon? There is. I'll do that pylon to this pylon and then I'll climb the bridge. Look, that's beautiful. Look, that's fucking beautiful. The server looks awesome. I don't believe in coincidences. I think it's a scumbag fucking cocksucking rat. There's airfields and the pylons connect. It's nowhere near them, I don't think. It's not. Or, well... Yeah, wait, no, that is the outpost right there, I think. Yeah, I have to get a little bit higher, but... Gotta get a little bit higher. Got a little higher. Gotta get a little higher. Fun. Got a little bit of what I'm looking for. What's over there? The hell is that? Oh, it's the other naval base. So you can run like one after another. You can do desert to. It's just a monument. Yeah, interesting layout. Wish I could get over the faster that way, but it's uphill. What's on the train bridge? Wow, interesting. Get him, zombie. Should I gamble with the pickle? Probably not. Hey, it's a spawn. That's good. Yep. Now I can spawn here. That's good. Airfield Bridge. There's a monument. I want a bicycle. Let's see what this is. It's like a truck checkpoint or something. Usually the player-made ones are so loot heavy. They're good to live by. Look, I can see 2 boxes right now. Flippers are helpful. Might get me where I'm going. See, they're so loot heavy. See, oh my god, it's garage door up the bat. Wow. Okay. Well, now I've really got to live. It's a gas station. Oh. That's sort of awkward. Ooh, it's a free bow. Free bow. Is there a recycler? Oh, look, it's corn. Corn's helpful. Chocolate. Nice, I have a good haul here. Oh, I have a weapon on. No, don't shoot me. Oh, God. Take the shirt off. What do I do? I'm cornered. Oh, God. Can he get in here? I don't know. I feel like he can. Ooh, look, it's a milk crate. I can't drop the rock. So what do? I go to the recycler. I recycle for cloth and other stuff. We get up on the box where they can't reach me, but I load the recycler like this, yeah. There's like no trees here. There's no trees even remotely here. What's that up there? Oh god. This isn't tenable. There's no trees here. It's a good monument. Oh. My god. Oh no, they're not out there. I thought that was a mill crate. I was like, no way that's a mill crate. I thought I had more fuel. This isn't enough fuel. Well, I can swim now, which kind of changes my situation. I want to go see what that is. Run this box and leave. I mean, technically I should bash these barrels. Oh. Ah, wait, I want that. I want that, and I want that. Go, go. Don't put them on, though. Wow, Zombie server's feeling, like, different and kind of challenging and cool. Good content changes and stuff. I like it. I will use the prison, yeah, the chain link fence. I will use it. I will use it to fucking fuck with people. I just have to get safety. This is a node rich area. And there's trees. Now, if that's not outpost, I don't think that is outpost, is it? No, it's close to outpost, but it's not outpost, no. I need stone, but I don't have the tools. I'll have to work on it. This is a more feasible place, and I could always run down there for milk crates if I need to. They don't really have... I mean, there's loot here, which is good, but yeah, they don't really have, like... Oh, there's a zip line and a pylon. Pylon's there, or could live at the pylon, because this place is kind of open. Ah. Ooh, cloth. Oh, God, cloth. I need cloth. That place has a recycler. I don't know if this one... Oh, it's a scarecrow. Shit. I can't fuck up here. I need this, though. I'm gonna catch a bite. I'm gonna catch a bite doing this. Go, 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 go. What do? I use zipline to get out. I'll ride zipline to wherever that goes. And I'll ditch them all. If I had a train, I would use that. Train goes through here, which makes the monument interesting. But I don't know. Like, yeah, I would like to chop those trees over there and build here, I think. Yeah, I would not mind it. But I still have things I've got to do. I've got to find stone. I'm so fucking rich now. It's stupid. I didn't need all this loot. I just don't know not to loot it, you know, as I go by. And that's how you get started, you know. But honestly, I don't need this loot, and I'm not really even that interested in it. I wish I had enough to produce arrows. I have 1 arrow now, which might get me out of a bad problem. You never know. We'll see. Oh, I like all the stuff that I got. Okay, gotta get out of here. Gotta range them. And plus, I want a better idea of where I'm at. This is a long fucking zip line. Wow. Okay, I think this is my spot. Now, can I go back is the question mark. I think I can. I think I can go back, which is dope as fuck. I can just go I can just go back. I can just go back, which is awesome. I can go out to that monument and loot it if I want to. Here's a hunting bow. I want to keep it, but I don't know what to sub. I guess I'll do that. I could always fit, like, precious things in there. I won't like living here because of the sound. Yeah, the sound. Forgot all about the sound. Wouldn't be bad to live... Oh, no, that is Outpost, huh? I just got wasted at Outpost, and I don't really want to live near it. Isn't that Outpost? Well, let's follow the track and find out. Well, if the chopper's not here, I'm gonna... Oh, the wolves are bad. Yeah, run away. No, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. Between the road and this, no, I'm happy with it. I want to get started. I have enough food to do it. I have the time. All I have to do is dodge aggro. First thing I should do is find a stone. Oh, yeah, and cloth. Yeah, I haven't really significantly been looking for cloth, but there's free fuel. I'm just going to take it. I kind of need to. And then, what's in the box? Ooh, the free revolver. I can kill that pig and make my bag and slap it down. But, I mean, I don't know. Is the revolver worth it? I have to conserve a bullet, I think. Yeah, I have to conserve the bullet. Wait. Oh, I can make arrows, a lot of them. All I have to do is topple a tree. I can make a... Oh, no, I can't. I can't make arrows. Look, there's a water thing right there. Why is there a water thing right there? Look, it's another camp. Look, there's a lot of stone here. That's good. Let's get started. This will be genuinely hard for anybody to find. I'll probably live at that one. Right? So I gotta get started. I need stone. Oh god, you scared the fuck out of me. I thought I was gonna get ganked again by the fucking ESP. So, there we go. Then, yeah, I gotta work on wood cutting right away. We're about to do it, and I have to put any points that I get into wood. At least the stone is not that bad. There. That's enough stone to make tools and arrows. Well, I really should hit another one, but I want to hit another one with the proper tool. It'll be hard to nail this down. It'll be hard for them to find. It'll be hard for them to scope. It'll be hard even with the stream snipe maybe to locate totally where this is. So that's the idea. It'll be hard even for me. I don't know this place. The layout's so weird. Okay, so yep, and this is nice. Dense forest will be where we start. Need enough to make a tool. 2 tools. the tool, make the tool. Nice and beautifully quiet. Okay, what else? We need another tool. Oh, the helicopter's coming back, and that's annoying to me. Keep chopping trees. I need one claw plant. But first, we need this first. This first. I have to get the guns off my bar, maybe. I don't know what to do. I better drop the button and that. Get the clothes off me and the weapons off my bar.
Hey.
Oh, hey, what's up, Big On? Scare me. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, kid's back. I don't know, just trying to relax stuff, go back to work.
Oh.
I played a little bit of Project Zomboid. I literally, when I bought it, I played the fucking tutorial where you're already bitten and your house is burning down and there's 1,000 zombies around your house.
Yeah.
I played that, decided the game was too scary, and never launched it again.
Okay.
So I just tried to play it again for, I guess, how many hours did I get in? I got about 2 hours in. It's pretty intense for me. I was able to handle it so far, but it's definitely... It's stressful. You know what? I play games to not be stressed.
Yep.
I'm constantly fucking on edge playing Project Zomboid. After playing so much 7 Days to Die, I'm more... I don't know, used to zombies now. I still, this game, Project Zomboid, still freaks me the fuck out. It's not as bad as it was for me, but yeah, I am having fun, but it's way too stressful. I'd have to play probably multiplayer to be able to enjoy it.
Oh. Yeah, I've been playing Nightingale, which I like, but I don't want to play alone. I think it's an amazing game. I think you might like it. It's all the RPG stuff. It's kind of like a RPG execution of a survival game, and I like it. It's $24 right now. I give it a like an 8.
I glanced at it when it first came out. I don't know if I like the aesthetic. Is my first thought.
It's a pretty game. It's UE5. But I don't know. I think it's worth about the $25. I had like reservations about it. It's a time grinder. It's so slow. Like 7 Days. Or Rust or one of those.
They're talking about customizing my character to my liking, but I didn't see a tit slider. Fucking British people can't make games anymore.
I'm on Rust Hardcore Zombies because he like redid the map and added like a whole bunch of player-made custom monuments. And that's always really crazy on Hardcore Zombies because then you have like a lot more content suddenly. He's done it a couple of times, but it's been a year since he last did this. I was pleasantly surprised. I only expected to play for like a day this wipe. But then I got on and I was like, oh man, huge content changes to my server. It's always good.
Well, as I'm watching the trailers for Nightingale, because like I said, I glanced at it when it first came out, but I didn't really think it looked like something I wanted to play. It looks like just another survival crafter.
It is.
With
Yep.
way too much British shit in it.
The combat's good. Combat's good like Dark Souls good. It's got a flying aspect of it. The umbrella. So think like Enshrouded or and it's got a grappling hook. So think Enshrouded or like Halo Infinite. And it's the same thing as Enshrouded kinda, but it's got procedural thing that's good too. I recommend it, but I don't know if it's worth $25. I'd probably pay like 15 or something like that.
Also, both those games are ones I've never played.
It's rough. It's early access.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what it gets back to for me. Besides that, I just don't like the whole British thing.
Yeah,
Which
it's
fucking Brit in there, but there's so many survival crafters out right now.
there is.
that-
There's so many. You have to be careful because they eat your life away. I dumped like 12 hours into what's it called? In Nightingale, and I was like, I love this game. I could probably spend like 5,000 hours on this game, but I don't want to do it alone, and it's not playing that well with other clients. Right? That's my only two complaints with it. Or I would main it. I'd probably main it for 5,000 hours or something like that. But if there's too many crafters coming to the market, like for instance, in 2 days, a free one's coming called Once Human that's gonna fucking rock the market. You know what I'm saying? And I'm excited for that too. I know that game is just as good as any of these games, and
I know you talked about it a lot.
yeah, I love
played
Once
it,
Human.
so.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's free. It's weird. It's they want you to buy the season pass, but it's free, which I didn't realize. I had no idea they were launching free. But I mean, that's got to be, short of Genshin Impact, I believe Once Human is going to be like the best free game ever released. Maybe there's a few like that are totally free. Like I think Destiny 2 is totally free now. You know, I don't know.
Well, I know one RPG I'm really looking forward to getting eventually is Rogue Trader.
Yeah.
But I've been waiting for it to go on a bigger sale. It's on a decent sale right now, but I don't know. I mean, you can get the season pass and the game itself for what, $40? It looks like.
Yeah.
Oh no, the season pass is $30. Okay, no, it's still like $65 to go get the game right now.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. There's so many games on my fucking like radar right now. You know.
Well, I want to play Rogue Trader, but what I'm kind of waiting for is when they have their definitive edition, and then that's on sale.
Yeah.
So I can get the whole damn thing for like 20
Oh,
or 30.
you know, I thought to tell you, I don't know if you noticed, but on the summer sale was kind of hidden, is for $5 is the entire Bethesda Game of the Year catalog. And it's called the Bethesda Summer Package. And I don't know if you own all of those. I assume you do. I imagine you probably do. But if you're missing any of them, I mean, $5, you can't go wrong. You know. It's Fallout 3, Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, all of them. Game of the Year. It's the best package I've ever fucking seen on Steam, and they didn't even put it on the front page. You know.
They've got a new Doom game coming out, but of
Yeah.
course there's dragons in it now.
Dude, I love id. Yeah, there's going to be a big like fantasy survival craft is going to hit the market, because look how well Minecraft did big on. Minecraft isn't even really a fantasy game totally, you know, because it's got like dynamite and shit like that. It's got tech in it, science. But like, you know, I think it's our time. I think you and I have like an obsession towards the best genre. They're about to explode, I think, with good survival crafters and good shooter crafters. It's gonna be cool.
There's not much I don't have that's Bethesda, at least as far as like Elder Scrolls and Fallout goes. But I don't have the older ones. Like I don't have Elder Scrolls Arena or Daggerfall.
I don't know if they're included, but I think all the modern ones from the Xbox 360 modern are in that package. It's like
Arena
the
and
best
Daggerfall
package.
free to play.
Those are free. Yeah.
They do still want you to pay $239 for Redguard. Like, I don't know. I've heard okay things about the game. Like, it's janky as fuck. It's hard to navigate and stuff, but the story itself is pretty good, is what I've been told. But that's where I'd watch a Let's Play or I'd watch someone's commentary. I'd never actually play it myself. I'm not looking for a janky mess.
Yeah. There's a lot of options right now. A solid purchase would be Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire is $10. That's a solid purchase. I don't want to play that alone, but if you want to do like a BG3 like playthrough again, Deadfire has a very open-ended sailing, procedurally generated sort of execution of Baldur's Gate 3, essentially. It's the same execution as Larian. And that's a title I'd be willing to buy if you want to do something co-op, but I refuse to do those dungeon crawlers without some DM who's more... See, because I'm like chaotic neutral, so it's impossible for me to care about the outcome. So I want to follow someone around through those games. I don't want to do them myself because I don't care, you know? But I want to see the content, because Obsidian, that game got like that game's a top 100 game. Obsidian's a great company.
Yeah, when I look at games, I feel like such a boomer sometimes. Like, I'm playing the games halfway just for nostalgia. It's hard for me to get into games I haven't played yet. But games I have played, oh my, I can go back and play those forever.
There's two big lore games that I played recently, Pillars of Eternity and Disco Elysium. I recommend both of them to you, Big. I'm big on the lore in just the first hour of Pillars of Eternity 2 is like insane. It's like cracking into a Dungeons and Dragons campaign. It's nuts. It's like the most lore I've ever seen on a console RPG, and it's all full voice, all of it.
I played through most of Pillars of Eternity 1.
Oh, so then you know what I'm talking about then. Oh yeah, never mind. Then you know what I'm talking about, yeah. So yeah, it's just that, but better, and they added a ship. Think that, but with a ship, you know?
It's basically an indie, like, Baldur's Gate 1, but more modern and fluid.
Yep, and I'm aching to fucking play it, so if you ever have the time, but I mean, that's a 200-hour crack, probably. I don't know, how long did BG3 take us? It was like 115 or something like that. With how good you are at it, if you weren't cheating, it would probably be 200 hours. But if we just min-max the run, we could probably beat that game co-op like in 100 hours. And the lore is exquisite, Bagon. I don't know if there's a game that rivals it short of Skyrim, maybe.
Did you say you didn't like V Rising?
I don't like V Rising because it is technically locked. I like V Rising. I'm willing to play it with someone else. But I don't want to do it myself because I don't like isometric and the camera's slightly locked. And when you, I don't know if you played it. Have you played it before?
I played it a little bit with my soon-to-be ex-wife. We cracked into it for a day or two, and then I never got her to play it again.
So you remember that camera? It's a good camera. It's better than a lot of isometric games. But it's just not my favorite, Bagon. That camera in V Rising drives me fucking crazy. You have to spin your mouse backwards like you're pulling a pull stick, and then let go of the swing. And that's okay, but it's like tank controls, kind of. It's... Between the camera and the combat itself, I was like, I play this with someone else, but I own V Rising. If you ever want to jump into it, it's just an install, for me. So, but I couldn't ever see maining V Rising. It's inferior. Oh my god, how did this guy fucking find me? Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, it's not a main game you just pick up day after day, but I think it is a fun co-op. Like,
yeah.
What's a good comparison? I mean, like if you like the old. With like the Baldur's Gate isometric real-time ones, the one that was Dark Alliance.
Yeah.
Dark Alliance 1 and 2. I thought those were amazing at the time when they were out on Xbox.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so to me, V Rising kind of it's more action game oriented. There's more dodging and rolling and shit, but it's got the same kind of basic shit, but a lot more survival crafting involved. I don't know. I thought it was fun. I wouldn't want to play on like some online server because I don't want to run into idiot trying to build castles where I want to build castles and stuff like that. But it's definitely challenging and it's fun. It gets a little bit loopy just because everything's in tiers essentially. You know, like tier 1 area, tier 2 area, that kind of shit. Yep. But overall, it was fun, and the boss fights are definitely difficult.
Yep, any game that I own that's co-op, I'll play with you. I know I might not commit to doing it every day, but I will definitely play with you. I own V Rising, and yes, I will play it with you if you want.
The only one that I was like, let's go play every day is 7 Days to Die, but at this point, no one's fucking playing it anymore because everyone seems to be.
You should come to Rust Hardcore Zombies. There's 4 people here. They are not going to raid us, and if they do, we build another base. That's helpful, honestly. You know, it gives us a reason to actually get out and go get XP. But it's, you know, it's zombies. It's just like it's 7. I mean, it is 7 days. I don't believe there's a difference really. You know, but of course, I'm always trying to push you into Rust. And there's an old thing that I used to say on my stream a lot: is friends don't tell friends to play Rust, because anybody I ever committed to, or not convinced to play Rust ended up putting between 2,000 to 4,000 hours into it. It's an actually good game, so it's like, and that's not something I'm not sure you want that right now. Rust will eat your soul like WoW, you know, just like 7 Days is.
I'm not really into playing Rust.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I'm not playing Rust. I'm playing Rust Hardcore Zombies. That's like 7 days. I mean, normal Rust does not have zombies. It is entirely PvP.
So I've also got my court date coming up this Thursday, the 11th.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting to at least get 50-50 split of my daughter and the house back, but probably primary my daughter. So when that happens, I'm gonna be less able to just dive into games.
Yep.
So
That's okay.
We'll see what happens, but I definitely am not looking to commit to something big right now. In fact, I don't even know what I want to play.
Yeah,
That's why
there's
I've been
fun
playing
co-op
Warhammer
stuff.
Total War 3, because Warhammer Total War 3 is a game that I know pretty well, and I can just zone out and just have fun in it. And that's the problem, is I'm turning into an old boomer dad, and it's like I want to play games for comfort more than I want to play them for fun sometimes.
Another really good game that I would buy you is Dungeon Siege 3. Is a game I've beaten 7 or 8 times, and or Dungeon Siege 2. Shit, I own all of the Dungeon Siege collection. Got it for $3 or something like that. And Dungeon Siege 2, I don't know if you ever done it. It's like the greatest isometric ARPG of all time. It's better than Diablo 2, and I'll fight anybody who says differently. It's superior. It has a spinnable camera, just like Larian. It's, you know, I mean, go and look the rating on Dungeon Siege 2, and you'll understand that if you've never played it before, you might really love Dungeon Siege 2. And I love Dungeon Siege 2 big on because it plays just like Extraction or Survival. Because if you put it on fucking Extreme, on just like Diablo 2 or Diablo 3 or Diablo 4, and you go in there on Extreme mode, it plays like a fucking survival game, kind of. I fucking love it. Or PoE plays like that too, you know? And so that's always an option, but I mean, because they sell those games for cheap, and they're on Steam, and that's a great little co-op game that you might really love. I think every true RPG nerd needs to do Dungeon Siege 2, like pretty much needs to, like Diablo 2. Have you done Dungeon Siege 2?
Nope.
You should do Dungeon Siege 2. I'll buy it for you. It's like $3 to $5, you know? And,
I'm looking through my Gmail right now, because
yeah.
I never check my fucking Gmail, but I just got some probably phishing attempt to my Gmail account. It's like, you have a time-sensitive Google Docs account, or Google Docs document.
Now
Like,
that might
like
be
that.
your lawyer, but no.
No,
right?
my lawyer
Doesn't have your
use
email?
Google Maps. Well, yeah, my attorney accidentally sent, like, instead of my normal email address domain, put Gmail one time. But no, I don't have any. It's literally just fucking Etsy spam is 80% of what's on here, actually.
Yeah.
I don't even know how I have Etsy spam. I think I ordered like one thing off Etsy and used that. Oh yeah, Honey. I've got a fuck ton of spam from Honey. I literally just downloaded their app like once, and they're spamming the fuck out of me.
So Sony got hacked, and subsequently my Rockstar account got hacked, and all of my emails got hacked. Well, not all of my emails, just my one of my email, my main primary that I had for 18 years, and that was because Sony got hacked, and all of my information was in that file. And so we went back trying to figure out how all of these people got all of my fucking information, all of these fucking things. They tell me all the time. They're like, you were exposed on the dark web in the Sony exploit. And that's how they have all of your information. And Russian people have stolen your Grand Theft Auto account, and they have, and that's a disaster. And so this is an example of how bad this can be, right? Grand Theft Auto. I own Grand Theft Auto 5 on Steam, and Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming, but I can't play Grand Theft Auto 6 on Steam because I am locked out of my Steam account. I'm locked out of my Rockstar account that's connected to my Steam, which was connected to my old email. And that Sony hack was so devastating to a lot of my privacy. I can't even tell you how bad it was. It was fucked up, and I can even show you. It's insane. It's it's messed up.
Oh, well, here's something funny and sad at the same time. Apparently, I was in May and July. I was granted a 1-month membership to the Bickering Bunch, which I think I've watched like a stream or two of theirs. It's a YouTube channel.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they just liked you.
No, I don't know. Like, I never talk in the comments or anything, but apparently I have a fucking channel membership gifted that's active right now. I don't know what the fuck I did to get it.
Well, if you're loyal, they you know.
No, I'm telling you, like, I watched like one stream of theirs, and I think Bickering Bunch is like a collaborative channel that a handful of different YouTubers like group make content on, but it's not a channel I really watch. I'm literally purging my Gmail right now that I haven't even checked in at least 2 or 3 years, and I'm just deleting all the spam. But I noticed that I was like, what the fuck? I have a free membership on this. Yeah, there's other channels I would be very happy to get a free membership on. Like, It's a Gundam. I like watching his shitposting content, and he's got membership only videos, or like Spiffing Brit. He's usually pretty funny, and
I
I think
like
he does.
Spiff. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he has his actual live streams half the time are hidden behind a paywall.
I think it is.
But yeah, that kind of stuff I'd much more rather see.
Fishing Village.
That's just so weird that I randomly got a membership for a YouTube channel.
I have a funny story about this, but it's disgusting, kind of. But I emailed, what's her fucking name? She's a porn star. I can't think of her fucking name. It's,
So you're emailing porn stars.
well, I stopped watching porn, so I can't even think of her fucking name anymore. I can't even remember her fucking name. It's been years since this happened. It's been like 7 years. What's her fucking name? Oh yeah, Riley Reed. Her name is Riley Reed, and she gifted me. I wrote her a letter being like, you are so beautiful. I thought she was too beautiful for porn, and I was like, you are so beautiful, and I wonder if the people in the porn industry treat you correctly. And if you ever need a good boyfriend, you should send me an email. And she actually thought that was so funny. She gave me a year sub to. She gave me a year of premium to her fucking website, and I did not ask for that, and I didn't use it either. But it happened.
Very bizarre.
I didn't ask for it and I didn't use it, but it happened. I'm not, swear to God, it sounds like I'm making up, but this happened. I have the emails to prove it, or I wouldn't say it. This actually happened. It's kind of
So
funny.
basically, you go milady, and she's like, "Here, you can see my."
Yeah,
Tips
oh no, I went through a terrible Tips Fedora. I'm like the Tips Fedora guy, and now I'm against Tips Fedora. I think it puts terrible pressure on women. But I was I used Milady for 7 years or so. Okay, I dressed my best friend as Milady for 5 years. I'm not really proud of it. It's now what I would call cringe. Oh yeah. The reason I called my best friend Milady for so long was because my favorite hero of all time is a fantasy character named Fish Chivalry from a fantasy novel named Farseer Trilogy, and Fish Chivalry is raised royal, but he's a bastard, and so because he's a royal bastard, he has to address every single royal that he ever meets, or really anybody he ever meets, as milady or milord. Everybody he ever meets. And so after reading 12 books like 7 or 8 times or something like that, after reading Fish Chivalry for as long as I did, now I think like Fish Chivalry, and I say milord and milady after every sentence that I say. I'm doing it right now, I swear to God I am. And I have to suppress it. And I still do it in the American honorifics like sir, madam, excuse me, stuff like that. I still do all that. And I often get the comment, "Don't call me sir, that's my father," right? They're like, "Don't call me sir," because I call everybody sir.
I've never been at the sir and madam stuff. I can't do it. My brain's not wired for it.
Yeah, I was raised with the silver spoon in my mouth, so I was expected of it. I went to the prestigious East Coast fucking intellectual school, and it was expected of me. I went to chapel every Wednesday, and I went to Catholic school with, jumpers and shirts and stuff, and I was like, uniforms is what I meant to say there. Not jumpers and shirts, but uniformed jumpers and shirts and stuff like that. And so, think like military academy or something like that.
Yeah.
I've never been unable to walk amongst anybody from any walk of life because I address them as an equal no matter what, because I was trained to do so. This enables me to freely walk through circles, through ghettos, through buildings, past security, stuff like this. I just, they can see that I am not I don't know, it's odd. When you have the aristocratic bearing, they treat you differently. And I don't like it, and I can't hide it. Even my name, my actual name is dumb and aristocratic. Blah. But then I lived in the ghetto for 10 years, so I'll call you a whore bitch to your fucking face, scrub. And also I played WoW with Bagon, where all of the toxic BlizzCon lobbies turned me into a monster.
I remember there was only one time in World of Warcraft where I actually made you mad.
No,
That's
yeah.
that I can remember.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
It confused the shit out of me, too.
Yeah, something my friends used to do when they were deriding something, they would say a statement like, back in the day, they would say stuff like, "Don't be black." Do you remember this?
I mean, that was almost a really weird joke. Like when Crouton would be like, "Hey guys, want to hear a funny joke?"
Mm-hmm.
Black people.
Or Lurricane, right? Yeah, and we were all fucking 15 years old. And I didn't, and eventually, by the time I was 22, I was a little soy boy, vegan, communist, anarcho-communist, leftist, liberal, living in a commune with 17 people, smoking weed and getting drunk every night, biking into work every day at my bike commune. And shit like this, right? And so then when somebody would say, "Don't act black," or don't be black," or something like that, I'd be like, no, what? Like Kyle's mom. I'd be like, what? And it took me a long time before I realized that is actually a subtle form of censorship. It's not subtle. It's a form of censorship to even have an issue with it, kind of, because that guy's got a freedom of speech still in America, anyways. And he can say whatever the fuck he wants to, and I had to understand that fundamentally. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump my mic. But yeah, I had to understand that fundamentally deep in my soul. And I'm done talking, I'm sorry. But yeah.
Well, it's intentional to dig at people that have thin skin, I think.
At that time, half my friends were black. You know, this wasn't something you would hear. These days, I actually like really crude, fucked up shit, honestly, except for like child molestation shit like that or anything creepy like that. I like dark humor, actually. I think it's hilarious. I have a very dark horror movie sense of humor. I really do. So I like dark macabre and dark sick jokes and stuff. I always have. That's the problem. And I had to kind of address that too. And I'm like, how can I have it both ways? I apparently. And now how I look at it is everybody has kids now, so would you say these things in polite conversation around kids? And that's how I define it today. And that's how I ended up. I stopped using epithets, stopped cussing, not because I didn't stop cussing at all. And I didn't stop using epithets at all. I don't do them every day. One of the cheap cop-outs that I use is the word F it. I call a lot of rich white men F-its. And to me that has nothing to do with some kind of homophobic slur. To me it's a racist slur, the word F it. And it's just some censorized word of a homophobic slur that you don't hear in polite conversation around kids, right? So now I skirt around the terrible censorship that I've imposed on myself with my idiotic, retarded, woke culture that I was raised in. And I skirt around it by using incredibly fucking, crude words, by just abbreviating them.
See, I don't even know what F it is supposed to be.
Good. And that's the point. Let it remain that way. We use the word frack a lot instead of fuck, because you can freely say frack around a kid. Probably won't fuck them up too bad. They're gonna like, oh, that thing you do where you drill into the ground.
Yeah, let's just say frack.
I love frack. I say it every day. Frack this, frack that, fuck that. Oh, sorry. Frack that. Anyways. I'm sorry, Bagon, that I go on these long soliloquies. I'm just on camera, so I go off on some tangent.
Oh, you do go on tangents.
Yeah, I'm just here trying to entertain people. I lost all my loot because I starved to death and froze to death in the dark tundras by the fishing village. And it was so dark. It was such a dark ending to it, all of it. And I had all the makings to a base, and then I froze to death in the dark cold. And the wolves, they were going, woo! And the zombies were like, and I was like, no, no. I'm telling the effort story, and I'd rather die of deprivation than take care of my food and water right now. And I lost an entire base. God damn it.